station 4 is about solving radical equations that are radicals that are other than square roots. So this is cube roots, fourth roots, and fifth roots. So we're going to use a similar process that we did in station 3 when solving square root equations, but we're just going to be raising to a different power since we have different roots. So I'm going to go over example 2 and 8 on station 4 in order to help you understand how to solve these types of equations. So just like when we solve square roots, our goal is to get this radical part alone. So I want this part to be alone. So to get that part alone, I need to move this 7 to the other side. So what I'm going to do is, since it's a positive 7, I'm going to minus 7. And so I'm going to get the cubed root of 2x plus 5 equals negative 3. Now this should cause you to pause, because when we have a square root, we can never have a square root or a fourth root or a sixth root. So any even roots cannot equal a negative number. But odd roots can equal a negative number. So keep that in mind. So if this was a square root, we could stop right here and say no solution. But since this is a cube root, we're going to keep solving. So from this step, to get rid of the cube root, I'm going to cube both sides. And so I'm going to have 2x plus 5 equals negative 27. Then I'm going to minus the 5, and I'll have 2x equals negative 32, and then divide by 2. And x will equal negative 16. Now we want to make sure to substitute this back in and check it. So 7 plus the cubed root of 2 times negative 16 plus 5 should equal 4. Well, this would be negative 32 plus 5, so negative 27, and the cubed root of negative 27 would be negative 3, so it would be 7 plus negative 3, which would equal 4. So it does work. Example 8 is similar, except that now we have a fourth root. So again, my goal is always to get this radical part alone. So in this case now, I need to move this 4. Well, the 4 is directly in front of the radical, which means just like when we have something like 4x, we know that 4 is multiplied by x. So I know 4 is multiplied by the cube root, or sorry, the fourth root. So if it's multiplied, to move it to the other side, I need to divide by 4. So what that's going to get me is the fourth root of 5x minus 4 equals 3. Now, since it's a fourth root, I want to raise both sides to the fourth power, because that's how I get rid of a fourth root. You're always going to raise it to the same power as the index. So I have 5x minus 4 equals, now 3 to the fourth power is 81. So I would add 4. 5x equals 85. X equals 17. And then we would always want to check. So 4 times the fourth root of 5 times 17 minus 4 equals 12. So 4 times the fourth root of, well, 17 times 5 is 85 minus 4 is 81. The cubed root of 81, or the fourth root of 81 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So that one does work.